To fully grasp the significance of the Ottoman Empire, we first need to understand the world context in which it emerged. Picture this: the Byzantine Empire, once a beacon of power and influence, grappling with a steady decline during the Middle Ages. Simultaneously, the Anatolian Peninsula was a hotbed of fragmented political entities, with Turkic principalities sprouting up in the wake of the Seljuk Sultanate of Rum's downfall. In the midst of this chaotic era, a small Anatolian state began its rise, which would later become the Ottoman Empire. In the 13th century, a man named Osman laid the foundation of an empire that was to endure for over 600 years. Osman I, a charismatic leader and skilled military strategist, began to expand his realm, laying the groundwork for what was to become the Ottoman Empire. His successors continued on this path, steering the fledgling state towards a series of significant victories that solidified its power. One such victory was the Battle of Baphius in the late 13th century, marking the Ottomans' first major military triumph over the Byzantines. This victory was a turning point, signaling the rise of Ottoman power in the region. In the early 14th century, the Ottomans achieved another key success with the conquest of Bursa. It became their first capital, serving as a springboard for further expansions. With each victory, the Ottoman state grew in strength and influence, setting the stage for an era of rapid expansion. The 16th century marked the zenith of the Ottoman Empire, with the reign of Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent. This era, often referred to as the empire's golden age, was under the rule of a man known for his wisdom and strong leadership. Sultan Suleiman, sometimes called the lawgiver, was instrumental in implementing comprehensive legal reforms. He restructured the empire's legal system, ensuring fairness and justice across all spheres of Ottoman society. His laws, known as kanuns, became the bedrock of the empire's judicial system, influencing generations to come. Let's not forget Suleiman's military prowess. His successful campaigns expanded the empire's territory significantly. The conquest of Belgrade, the siege of Rhodes, and the decisive Battle of Mohacs are just a few examples of his military triumphs. These victories not only bolstered the empire's power, but also demonstrated its military might to the world. The Ottoman Empire's political structure was a complex yet efficient system. Power was centralized with Suleiman at the helm, and yet, local governance was granted considerable autonomy. This balance of power ensured stability and prosperity throughout the empire. Religion played a pivotal role in the empire. Islam was not only the state religion, but also a defining cultural and social force. Under Suleiman's rule, the empire became a beacon of Islamic scholarship, attracting intellectuals and scholars from far and wide. Under Suleiman, the Ottoman Empire became a dominant world power, a center of commerce, culture, and Islamic scholarship. This was the golden age of the Ottoman Empire, an era of prosperity and progress that still resonates today. Despite its grandeur, the Ottoman Empire was not immune to decline. Beginning in the late 17th century, a long period of decline set in, extending into the early 20th century. This period is marked by a complex mix of internal strife, military defeats, and the ever-increasing influence of European powers. Internal problems were manifold. The once robust administrative and military systems began to crumble. Corruption and inefficiency became the order of the day. The empire's vastness turned into a liability as it became increasingly difficult to govern and defend. In terms of military defeats, the loss in the Battle of Vienna in the late 17th century was a significant turning point. This defeat signaled the end of Ottoman territorial expansion in Europe. European powers, meanwhile, were growing stronger and more assertive. They began to meddle in the empire's affairs, seeking to gain advantage from its weakness. The empire's lack of industrialization was a stark contrast to the rapid progress in Europe, leaving it vulnerable and dependent. As we move into the final centuries of the empire, the situation worsened. The empire's involvement in World War I on the losing side was the ultimate blow. The aftermath of the war saw the empire carved up amongst the victorious Allied powers. In 1922, the last Ottoman Sultan was exiled, marking the end of the Ottoman Empire. A once mighty empire that had stood for over 6 centuries had finally fallen. The Ottoman Empire, once a small state in Anatolia, rose to become a global powerhouse. We've journeyed through its meteoric rise, relived its golden age under the magnificent Suleiman, and witnessed its drawn-out decline. We've seen how it eventually succumbed, ending an era that spanned centuries. This historical journey has shown us the ebb and flow of empires, the intricate dance of politics and religion, and the indomitable spirit of humanity. Today, the legacy of the Ottoman Empire continues to shape the world, a testament to its enduring impact on history.